Hey, what's up guys? They're finally here. Buddy Club Datsun Z S30 240, 260, 280Z, super low down brackets. Basically everything you need to be able to fit seats on your 240, 280. We just opened up this box. It is for the 240Z, so 69 to early 74 that we got here. These are the components that came in the box. We got the slider piece, the two bracket pieces to complete the seat bracket, and also the side mount brackets. As you can see, these have the slots on there for full adjustability. Also the brackets too as well. Got a lot of adjustment there. Right here we got the RECARO LX seat mounting points. So these are really difficult to work with just because they're not obviously side mounted. Making brackets for usually everybody has to make them custom. It'll be a center bracket bolted onto the sides that will mount to the Buddy Club seat bracket. And we also got right here these GT seats from Prisma. So these are side mounted. As you can see, these are pretty thinned out. Now we have the new ST seats that just came out that we debuted with Prisma last year. Basically these are a little bit more wider than the GT seats. And then we have the usual bucket style seat. This is from Buddy Club. So these have the side mounted on here. These are the most difficult to work with because these have the shoulder pad pretty raised up, and this tends to be a really big issue due to it hitting the door card. On the S30 for the 240, 260, it's pretty much most clearable, but the 280 tends to be the most difficult to fit these, which with these brackets you can still make them fit. It'll be tight, but the seat brackets allow basically to keep it as close to the transmission tunnel as possible. So we're gonna get this mounted. You see the mounting points pretty much lines up both ends. Easy as that. Get a bolt, get a nut. Kind of want to leave it a little loose just so that way you're able to play with the adjustment still. Once you get to the end, then you'll be able to tighten it all up. As you can see, we could adjust this side to side, bring it towards the tunnel, more or less, depending on where you want it. The slider bracket on there too as well. Kind of just snap it in there. Snaps the plate, keeps everything in shape. And we got the side mounts real quick that we're gonna slap on. And you just wanna keep these loose as well because you're gonna need to shift the seat side to side until you get that perfect placement. Since it's a little bit wide open, you'll be able to see exactly where you wanna fit it. So this one has two different mounting points on here, as you can see. That's pretty much this side already done. Just gotta go on to the other side. So now we got the bolts already mocked up, and now we're gonna go ahead and just tighten up all the hardware. We got the seat bracket mounted on this RECARO LX, which is the bottom mount, and we're gonna get it on the car. So for this seat, I would definitely suggest mounting the bracket first, just because it gets a little difficult with the bottom mount. All right, so this is my 280Z. This is 75 actually, which is the next year for the bracket style, which is from a late 74 all the way 75, has this kind of mounting style. Front and the back goes towards the edge opposed to the 240 right in the center right here. All right, so the side mount seat brackets on these are different than the 240. The reason they're different is because the transmission tunnel gets in the way, and these brackets have a curve and a shape just to kind of pull it away from the hump. So right here we got the Prisma ST seats and the butterscotch finish. Let's get this real quick on there. All right, so these are side mounted. As you can see, it's got the little mounting point right here and one over here. This one's a little bit wider with the bracket, allowing us to get as close to the transmission tunnel. And we got a lot of clearance back here. Check it out. All right, so we got the GT sitting on the passenger side, and this is pretty much right here mocked up. You can see the clearance over here on the transmission tunnel as well. It's a lot of room. All right, so we're opening up our new ST seats for this car. These seats came with their own seat brackets. What we're gonna need to do is take these off, since we're gonna be replacing these seat bracket side mounts with the Buddy Club ones that they came with. So we got the brackets off. We're gonna go ahead and install this on this 280Z. All right, so this is a 78 280Z. So basically this has its own bracket from 76 to 280, being the most difficult due to the transmission tunnel. These mount pretty much right here, a little bit different. One mount in the front against the wall and one in the back, and also has adjustable brackets that have that curvature just to get the seat as close as possible to the tunnel. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount this one right in the middle. This one only has one slotting hole opening, so you don't get to pick and choose as much. So these seats are pretty wide, But the good thing about these seats is that they don't have the shoulder rest right here, which gives it an easier clearance across for the door card and for the opposite side as well. So the fitment on these seats is pretty wide, a little bit wider than the LX, but not as wide as the bucket seats. So these have a lot of clearance, especially for the door card. So if you do decide to go with the bucket seat, it is going to require a lot more adjustment just to be able to push it away from the door card itself. So we got both seats on already. Got pretty close to the handbrake right here, but we still got some room to push it towards the door still with some extra clearance. All right, so there's going to be 3 options listed on the website from 69 to early 74, 74 to 75, and 76 to 78. So make sure you get the right one for your car.